Hey guys, how's it going? Episode 38 of Hollywood Bomber. We are hopefully going to be doing some engine work today, finishing up details on a couple little installs. We've got some hose for the oil filter kit. We've got ignition stuff we want to do, some painting stuff we want to do, landing gear painting stuff, airframe electrical stuff. It is 80 freaking degrees already first thing this morning, so it's going to be a broiler. Go get a cold drink and hang on. We'll see you in the hangar. Okay guys, it is a sweltering, I don't know, 90, 95 degrees already. Let's see what Kevin's up to. I'm going to spin around here. Zoom, zoom.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. Okay, we're going to put you up front. What are you doing?
I am painting.
Painting.
We got the ignition manifold. I've just finished painting it and trying not to get paint on the push rod.
Because all the paint was flaking off of this.
Yeah.
So that's going to be nice. And then this paint, you can see it's pretty thin. So we're going to paint it up so it looks good.
Yep.
Just in case we hit bugs and stuff. Anyway, Kevin's doing a bang up job. Things are going to look like $1 million.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, it looks like Darren's got the pitch autopilot working. So show us, man.
Hey, today's video is brought to you by the word humility. So I got it working.
Show us how it works.
Yeah, well, I got, this is my current autopilot, which is a string attached to the yoke at the top, and I'm watching how that works in comparison to how this works.
Because this airplane is ding dang big.
Yes, and so I'm actuating the elevator pitch to see how the servo and to make sure the bridle cable isn't binding or anything, and so far it looks like I got it.
Yeah, in fact, hang on, let's do a little action picture
We're
here.
pull it and we'll see how this works, and you can see how that capstan goes. That's full pitch up, this is full pitch down, and that bridle cable, which is attached to the elevator cable, is actuating it once it's in flight, and so it enables to tweak this around. So.
Cool, man. Okay, and in the meantime, so if the autopilot doesn't work,
it's my fault.
You're gonna live back there.
That's right. Well, the autopilot, you can just yank the cord from back here.
We'll put a. Well, you need some reins for the pilot.
Yes.
Okay,
bye
back
everyone.
to it. We'll see what Richard's up to. He just finished a fun job. Okay, I'm gonna go behind the camera again.
Okay.
Okay. What are you doing on the engine, Chief?
Well, we were putting on exhaust stack on the other side, but the light's terrible over there.
Yeah.
I just noticed this clamp ought to be replaced.
Yeah, we're gonna have to replace all those clamps, but it's the same deal. You're putting the exhaust muff on. In fact, it's that pipe, I think,
This
right?
pipe on the other side.
On the other side. So you got it brand new. That was the one we got from Nicely Welding.
Yes.
So that's good.
Yeah,
and then
looks
we'll get the muff on. And the deal with the muff on is he's got to get this in place before the pipe's on. And once the pipe's on, you got to get that all gathered up. And then we've got to get the ducting for the carb heat and all that together. So lots of stuff going on. Okay, doke.
It's looking good.
And we're just shy a little bit of hardware, and that'll be done, right?
Yeah, some nuts.
Okay. So we'll get some hose clamps also for both sides. Put some new hardware on.
That'd be really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, doke. Richard's getting ready to head to the house because he's been working hard all day. Well, he's been telling me he's working hard all day, but we haven't seen him.
You have no proof otherwise.
That's right. And all we hear is a lot of loud music anytime. We'll see what the mics are up to. They're working on the main bus wiring, so it's kind of cool. Alternator wiring, which is not that simple. This is the firewall interface plug, which you cannot get to unless you're a circuits midget. But fortunately, we have Mike inside the nacelle, playing the part of a circus midget,
And living the dream.
yeah, so he's down there. But the trouble is you have to have arms about 6 feet long and about 1/4 inch round. But you can see what they're putting in. It's all brand new tep cell wire for the main alternator feeds. So putting the alternators in is not a big deal. Changing the wire harness is a bit of a big deal on a Twin Beach. So just a thing. But this is going to be gorgeous stuff, all nice and crisp. And you can see, I don't know if I'm going to point to it way over there. Whoop, there's a tag in the way. Way over
Okay,
there
Mike, I'm trying to come in through your light.
are all the the antenna plugs for the electricity, the thermocouple, all the sensors and all that goes to the firewall, and it's just it's absolutely chock-a-block full of stuff. So anyway, we'll let these guys get back to it because it's dirty work, and it's going to be gorgeous. So when they get done, here's another fun deal that's going on is Caitlin and Katrina, the K&K team, are ripping it with the vinyl today. They've got the new Jackie Cochran stuff on one side of the fuselage. In fact, we'll have Katrina give you a little intro on that. We'll do that a little bit later. And hopefully, or unless I forget, of course. But they're working on putting MERV on the co-pilot side. So let's show you what they're up to. Right up there. So we got that going on, and they're getting it measured, double, triple checked and all that. Wave Caitlin, she's out in the back there. Maybe she's the one measuring. Katrina's keeping an eye on her, so it's all good. All good. Hey guys, another unbelievably productive episode. Just got a whole bunch of work done. I gotta apologize. Listen, this is the deal. I try to keep as much content and try to talk to as many folks as I can to kind of keep you guys engaged. But when we're really busy, I'm really busy. Everybody, the whole team the whole team is really busy, and we're getting pulled left to right and center, helping everybody else out. So as a result, sometimes I don't get as many folks talking and all that stuff. So that's my fault, but I'll take it any day because it means we're basically busy. So that's cool, and we're getting stuff done. It's good stuff. So anyway, this is the deal. Lots of stuff going on. Let's see, on the tail. Well, nothing really much going on the tail. In the back of the fuselage, Darren has got the pitch autopilot. He told me when he left that he's about 98%. In fact, we may end up getting the avionics shop, the tech lead on that, out here and make sure that it's ready to close up. So we're actually digging that quite a bit. Joe and Katrina are doing some sheet metal correction in the belly, fixing some fasteners and all that. And then once that's done, you're going to see the bottom here. You can see the bottom is still looks kind of crappy with the rivets and all that. We're making sure all those fasteners are proper and airworthy, and then that will get painted and cleaned up nice, pretty that way. The rear floor, again, Joey and Katrina were digging into the rear floor, getting that compartment, doing some sheet metal corrections on that. Then the floor that Nesh was fitting last week, that'll end up going down. We'll talk about the engine. Let's come around the engine. So on the engine, you saw that Richard was working on the getting this exhaust stack, getting this all done. It's pretty well, about 90%. We have to tighten some fasteners, change a couple things out, and then that is done. So that'll take care of that. Kevin did a freaking super job on the front of the engine. We'll come around here. Kevin got the nose case, scrubbed that, got that all set up. The nose case and conduit is all repainted. Looks like $1 million. So that's going to look good. We've got new ignition conduits and all that stuff. Ignition conduits. So next time we're probably going to be doing some ignition harness wiring, probably so. Then come around the back here, and what we set up is just kind of look here. This is kind of ugly looking, but what it is a dead magneto. Reason we're using this is the housing, and then that way we can have the distributor block set onto the magneto, and then the wiring and all that stuff that comes to it. We get that all fitted up nice and beautiful, so it's perfect. So we've got this. When we get the one done, then we'll go and do the other one over here. So that's all cool. Nothing really much on the oil filter. We thought we had some bolts, which I cleverly got the wrong bolts. So we're going to get the right bolts. Next episode, we'll have that going there. So that's kind of good. The guys are starting to work the generator. Mike and Mike are working the generator harnesses. And to that end, we'll come around here. So just a whole bunch of work. You saw where I was bugging the heck out of Mike, working inside the nacelle here. We'll call him M2, and then I think he's M1. That'll be Mike 1. He was here first, and then Mike, Big Mike, was up here feeding wire, and those guys were in the leading edge compartment, sorting out that stuff, getting all sorts of stuff done, getting the main generator feed, which is now alternator feed, getting that all new with new conductor, and that's actually coming out in the center bilge, and that will end up going to the main bus king post. So that's kind of a cool thing. Nash ended up taking the vacuum system pressure switches out We're abandoning the vacuum system, going with the Aspen Evolution system. So all that stuff is coming out, going on the junk pile, cleaning up the airplane, walking around a little bit more. We have the flap motor out. The flap motor is out. It's the transit shaft is kind of jacked up, way out of alignment and all that. So we're going to get some fresh parts, get that cleaned up. So that's the thing. Oh, hey, you know what I forgot? Let me come back here. Completely forgot. So Katrina and Caitlin were working on this, and this just looks like freaking awesomeness. But you can see here, they've got we took it used to say Jackie Cochran director. That was when she was with the Wasps, and we took that off. When Jackie Cochran owned this aircraft, she was in fact Colonel Jacqueline Cochran, U.S. Air Force, retired. And we've got the service ribbons that she had, and we've got the folks that made that. I think it's Military Graphics or something like that. I'll have it next time, or I'll put the link below. They really helped out on getting that right. If you're doing anything with ribbons on any kind of vehicles or graphics or whatever, they've got the proper racking software and all that. So they really helped us out. And we're going to go over Jackie's service ribbons, her military decorations that she got. So we'll go over that next time and explain all that. Pretty interesting stuff. So that was kind of cool. So Jackie owned the airplane for a little while, and Merv did too. So we put up on the side of the fuselage there. We've got, where is it? It's up here somewhere. Anyway, right under the cockpit, we've got Merv Griffin. So, hey, we're flying along with those two folks. It's kind of cool. Nothing on this, nothing on number 2 engine at this moment. We'll probably end up doing paint and nose case. The neat thing is that when number 2 comes off, we're going to do the same thing on number 1. This engine will be off a lot shorter time, so we're getting there. We're not going to make AirVenture. Hey, you know what? That's okay, but we are hoping, where are we? We're in end of May, June, July. We're hoping to be having this engine off shortly, and maybe getting number 1 engine ready to run. We're getting pretty close. A lot of stuff going on. That was something else, is the mics ended up checking out the stick shaker. Stick shaker stall warning system works great. We rang that out. We rang out a couple other systems, so it's kind of cool. We're sorting out the wiring from the aft fuselage, getting that all sorted out. Good news, we think we found all the spar straps, the old ones and new ones, and figuring out which ones are old and which ones are new, blah, 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 blah. So that's kind of cool. So we've got a lot of work to do on that. Got to figure all that stuff, recondition all that. Mike and Jim ended up getting all new. Remember, I owed them some hardware. Well, we painted a whole ton of hardware for them, and yep, I own more hardware. There's just I'm not sure how many screws, but there's a squillion plus 10 or 20. So we're going to get them more hardware and get that going. That's cool. Noel's working on inventory of a bunch of stuff, so hopefully that'll be good. Get that going. Nothing else going on there. Tail wheel, everything's good. Tail, nothing much else. So that's good. Scout was working on scrubbing the tires. We're trying to get the tires all cleaned up. There was just a bunch of scale and junk on them. Brand new tires, but they don't look brand new. So we're working on cleaning those up. Hopefully next time we'll try to get those tires cleaned up, and then we will hopefully get them mounted. So that's a big deal, and get the axles painted and the landing gear painted. So that's our push goal on that. Think-a-dink-a-doo. That's about it. Here, we'll show you, give you another picture of Merv up here. So it's a little bit better angle here. I'll spin you around. So there you can see Merv up on the cockpit. So that's kind of cool. So he'll be flying with us, keeping an eye on us and all that stuff, making sure we don't do anything crazy, don't have too many Hollywood stars or starlets in the back of this thing. So that's what's going on this episode of Hollywood Bomber. Just nothing but lots of fun stuff. What else is going on? Oh yeah, Keith got the master relay replaced last week. We identified main breakers for the alternator system, so those are on order. We've got plumbing fittings for the oil filter housing, so that's cool. And then I think, as much as it kills me to do it, I'm going to probably open up the box for the pre-oiler system and figure out what it's going to take to get that thing plumbed in, which I think might be a little bit of a nightmare. That's on me, but I got to work on that. So that's what's going on. That's it. Hollywood Bomber episode, I don't know, a lot. Most likely, or most importantly, like, share, subscribe, and notify. comment below if you think we're doing anything right, think we're doing anything wrong, or if there's anything you think we should do or shouldn't do, or if you like the video, or if you don't like the video, whatever. Anyway, mash it, push that little thumbs up. It's not too hard, it's right. The thumb up thing is like right over there. So, you know, do that because that's good. Anyway, that's it from here. Vintage Flying Museum, Fort Worth, Texas. If you're in the area this summer, come on down, visit. Lots of cool airplanes out here. It is the Flying Museum, so you're gonna always see something going. So anyway, that's it from Fort Worth, Texas. Another hot Texas day. Hollywood Bomber, go fly yourself. Have a good one. It is now.
Oh, never mind. I was going to say something, but not for the video.
Put your fun glasses on.
I can't see without my
Now let's
sunglasses.
see.